Had to get that excitement on film. They love their dried worms. Their mealworms. Oh my gosh, your butt looks a little bit dirty, sweetie. Mama turned a year old. As did the rest of my flock out there. Except for 2. Baby's got a little mohawk. Can we see your mohawk, baby? Is that a no? Hey, Mom, you look good close up. You take good close-ups. Make it out of your face so you can eat your worms. They have a different noise for everything. You don't notice it when they're outside, but you notice a lot when they're inside. We'll have to get his mohawk another day. Staying close to Mom. Oh, yeah, flip those wings. He does that a lot now. Got really furry feet, too. There, now you can see his foot. He's got very furry feet. Hi, friends. I'm back in my kitchen, repotting. That is a 3 going on 4-year-old lemon tree. It's getting tall and kind of a little bit crooked. I had to stick in a little clip from my turmeric project yesterday. It was a leftover, handy, so I can stake it up. This little kinked part at the top, I think I'm going to cut that and propagate it. My propagations in the greenhouse have done really awesome. Rooting hormone. And the tree is a few inches shorter. I pre-soaked a pot with fresh potting mix. So all I have to do is dip it in the rooting hormone and stick it in there and take it out to the greenhouse. Put it on heat. Gonna get one more done. That's my avocado. It was dried out and very wilty yesterday. And I ended up with a bunch of freed up clean pots. So it's a perfect time to pot this up. More dirt means it'll hold on to water better. Better for the tree in general. Had a heck of a time getting it loosened up. Where'd my knife go? So one of the great things about working in the kitchen is there's tools handy. Nice root system. It's not too bad, but it was definitely due to be potted up. I think last summer was the last time I potted it up. Here we go. Repotted. And in a better spot for watering. That tree that dried up, my avocado, was back in the corner over there where my King Tut grass is located right now, is where that little plant was located. Having it up front and in a bigger pot, I think I saved it. And I like it. Everything here is good except for I had a passion flower on that step there, and I was sitting here and noticed spider mites. So I'm going to deal with that. So it's this top spot that has the dreaded mites. So I'm going to discard this top that's infected, and I'm going to treat the soil. This one, I don't see anything, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. Now, I've been treating my passion flowers on a regular basis, and I think I might have missed this one because I moved it. This is a first year passion flower that I grew from seed. I'm mixing up fresh neem oil with some dish soap, and I rinsed this piece off really well with the hose. Neem only stays good for a day or so after it's been mixed, so constantly have to be freshening up the bottle, mixing fresh. I sprayed this trellis really well. It's guaranteed there's some spider mites on that. I treated the soil really well, and I have dried coffee grounds that I sprinkled on top of the neem. Not too much, and I'm not going to recommend the coffee bit because I've just started doing that this year. I don't want you to lose a plant until I've tested it for a couple years. But I've read it. I put coffee grounds in my compost. It's really good for composting, but using it straight's tricky, so not recommending it. I have to deal with this big plant in the middle here. It's like got these crazy growing out side shoots, and I don't really want to start cuttings or repot that right now before I go on vacation. I'd rather wait. But I'm gonna get the scissors and just cut off these dangling pieces and stick them in water, even though I don't really need more. That's where the Garden Extra comes from. My rose is blooming, but it's blooming down there, and I really don't care. Didn't that rhyme? I think that rhymes. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, my first rose in the house this year. Big leaf hydrangea right next to it. It's leafing out nicely. That's propagation from last year. It was a little tiny stick which grew a little tiny plant. The fatter sticks grow bigger plants, I found out last year. I really paid attention, so I think it was my 3rd or 4th year doing propagating hydrangeas. But I haven't had them in the house. So I took my smallest ones and brought them in to see if they will bloom inside. Kind of have a head start for spring, and then I'll probably sell them. And I have a bunch out in the yard that I'm probably going to sell. So my aim was to get better at my craft, which I am. Get better at what I can sell. I'm getting there. Beautiful. Okay, I have another piece to add to it. I have an avocado pit. I'm trying to start another tree. I heard recently that avocado trees do better in bunches. I potted this up too. Succulents are next. But this purple heart's got this long dangly piece. I don't hate it. Maybe I'll just leave it. This lives in the window in the area where I'm working. Let's just put it back. I don't really need any more propagations right now. It lives back there. It's a pretty good ignore spot, but it seems to be all right. A couple more in the back here. Layers and layers. Next, I have to deal with this bottom area. Honestly, I don't feel great. I'm kind of pushing it. Maybe I'll take a break.